Hey, welcome here to Prog Monster. This is a channel that is dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, and we're back with the series that we've been running for the month of October, my 31 favorite rock albums of 1982. This will be, I think this is number 6. I think it's number 6, day 25, so that makes sense. Oh, nope, actually I'm wrong. It's number 7, so I do stand corrected. So this is the 7th episode, band number 25. This is a Canadian heavy metal band that dates back to my teenage years. Yes, I seen these guys live when I was probably 18. They were one of 3 bands that were on the ticket for the night, the headliner being Dio. That's who we went to see. Although my friend, who was much more in the metal realm than I was at the time, knew the other 2 bands, which were Metallica and Anvil. Now, that seems like a strange situation, but Metallica was very new at the time. I don't even know that they had an album. They might have had an album. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I have to go back and look to see when their first album came out. And I'm reasonably sure it was Metallica because my friend talked about it all the time. And the other band, Anvil, which was the middle band of the 3, went on second. They were a Canadian band. I had known of them. I had heard their album Metal on Metal. And that's the album we're doing today, Metal on Metal. So this was a band that I didn't initially like what they did too much, but it grew on me. I found myself singing that song, Metal on Metal, listening to their album. And, you know, with Anvil, you could be pretty much the same as you would be with that later AC/DC stuff. It all pretty much is just one album, and they just keep putting out the same album over and over again. But if you like that kind of thing, you know, maybe that's what you want. A lot of people complain that their bands that they listen to don't sound like they did when they started. They changed their sound and they didn't like it. Well, you're not going to have that problem here with Anvil. The sound has been the same for all 20 studio albums. It's a melodic, hard grinding metal type sound. And it definitely has a bit of that poppy feel to it at times. But it's been the same guys doing it pretty much the entire time. I think they changed one member. Maybe it was the drummer. I can't remember which member of the band left and was replaced. But primarily, they've been together since the beginning, doing the same thing over and over again. And this album is probably their best album, Metal on Metal. It's the one that made the charts. It's the one that did well. They had a hit single off it. Kind of put them on the map, I guess. And they've been trying to recapture that ever since. So, if you like that metal on metal kind of sound, that grinding, what I would call grinding, crunching kind of metallic heavy metal, I wouldn't say it's hardcore metal or anything like that. It's just your typical 1980s heavy metal sound. And it's a good album. It's a solid album. I actually looked for that one was the one I wanted, but I ended up buying the new one instead, so I had the new one up on the shelf. But I do like that album, and it had to be on this list, I think, and so it's going to come in here as on day 7 as number 25. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of my 31 favorite rock albums from the year 1982. We will be back again with another one tomorrow. So please hit the like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Any comments about the band or anything I've said, you can leave that in the comment section below. Take care and have yourself a good evening. Goodbye.